You now are listening to the audio podcast of Prisoners of Hope, the antidote to what ails your heart. I'm your host, Dr. Deborah Whitson. So come on in, pull up a chair, and open up your mind as you get ready to receive the download that hope will bring. Well, hey, it is a great day. And coming out of the holiday season when this program was originally recorded, we did a lot of gift giving activities. Perhaps there's one gift that you forgot. That is the gift of forgiveness. This is the gift that keeps giving. I remember a long time ago with some companies campaign, the gift that keeps giving. It eludes me what company it was. But the true gift that keeps giving is the gift of forgiveness. So the gift of forgiveness is a two-part series. In the first part, we'll be looking at the myths and we'll be looking at what exactly forgiveness gives the person who takes that path of forgiveness. So, and in the second part, we'll be looking at some strategies. So, first we're going to talk about the myths. A myth is a widely held but false belief or an idea. It is false, but a lot of people believe it. So let's look at some myths about forgiveness. The number one myth is sometimes we don't forgive someone because we feel that it is mostly for their benefit. It's for the person who did the injury, the perpetrator. We feel that the freeing power of forgiveness is something that we don't want the perpetrator to have. But on opposite, the opposite land, forgiveness is actually for the person who's been injured more than the perpetrator. And we'll be looking at some of the freeing power of forgiveness in just a minute. Another myth is that it absolves the person of responsibilities. Sometimes we don't want to forgive because we feel it would absolve them and release them from their responsibilities. You think that your forgiveness releases them from the blame, the shame, the sin. My earthly father, my father on earth, not my godly father, was not emotionally available to me most of my life. My forgiving him does not erase the many hurtful things that he said and did, but it releases me from feeling that over and over again. And we'll talk about that a little more a little later. So it doesn't absolve the person of their responsibility. It's not for the perpetrator, okay? Another myth is that it's so easy to do. You ever heard of the saying, easy said than done? It's always easy to say things. Talk is cheap. There is nothing easy about letting go of hurt, really. However, you will find it's much more difficult to carry the pain and hurt with you. Carrying your pain is like having a self-tightening noose around your neck. With every revisiting of the painful situation, the noose tightens until you feel like you can't breathe anymore. It is not easy to do. It will take work. Another myth is that it's automatic. That forgiveness is automatic. It's not automatic. It is an intentional decision to let go. It's going to have you work at it. Forgiveness will not run up and mug you. This myth also suggests that forgiveness is automatic with the passage of time. That as time goes on, we automatically forgive. Au contraire. Sometimes it gets worse with the passage of time. It's going to take a lot of Holy Spirit guide soul searching. Let me say that again. It's going to take a lot of Holy Spirit guided soul searching to lessen the sting of past events in your heart. So those are the myths. Remember, myths people believe. A lot of people believe, but they're not true. According to Google, the definition of forgiveness is that it is an intentional decision, intentional to let go of resentment and anger. So it's something that we have to work at. So let's explore some of the gift giving qualities of forgiveness. The community in Google goes on to say that the act that hurt or offended you might always be with you, but working on it will lessen the act's grip on you. Now, that's commentary out of Google. So, the gift that keeps on giving. One of the parameters of this gift is that it lessens the act's grip on you. The act is still there, it still happened, but your perception of it changes as you embrace forgiveness. Okay, your perception changes. You know, we live in a fallen world, and there are a lot of things that are going to be painful. Things and situations are going to hurt you, right? People are going to say hurtful things. People are going to do hurtful things. The gift of forgiveness releases your heart from that hurt. Okay? Releases your heart. It frees you from repetitious thought patterns. You know what those are? Where you keep on thinking the same thing over and over again. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? Over and over again, you keep on thinking yourself into a sinking vortex of endless hope, of endless hopelessness. That's what I wanted to say. Um, your mind is plagued with only if. You ever say, oh, only if I did this? Statements. Guys, you know what I'm talking about. That type of thought patterns that keeps you from a good night's sleep. It keeps you from enjoying your life in the here and now. So forgiveness releases you from that over and over and over and over and over thinking about the same thing and hoping for a different response. It helps you focus on your current blessings. When you forgive, today's blessings will be tomorrow's good times. You know, you can view yesterday as good. You know, we look back on yesterday and we go, oh, those were good times. The question to ask yourself is, did you view it as good when they were happening? Or were you so wrapped up in things that happened in the past that you could not forgive? So forgiveness, the gift of forgiveness allows us to enjoy the here and now instead of replaying past events over and over again. The gift of forgiveness also sharpens your focus, okay? When doors close, other doors open, you know. My pastor, Stephen Furtick, says, sometimes rejection is God's protection. Sometimes rejection is God's protection. When you let go and forgive, you're able to recognize and see new opportunities more clearly. So it sharpens your focus. Tune in next time for part 2 of The Gift That Keeps on Giving, Forgiveness. My hope is that this journey has been fruitful and you're able to take it and apply it to your life. Until next time, tune in again for the Prisoners of Hope podcast. God bless.